Conditions pretty good. There's a little bit of a breeze there, which is helping Clare. Cormac O'Brien is the left half back, and O'Brien, that wasn't a good ball from him. And down below is Pat Ryan, the Cork manager, just had a glance down towards Cormac O'Brien as if to say, what are you doing here? And what's happened here with David McInerney from well inside his own half? It's an example of the strength of the breeze that is helping Clare in the first half. Beautiful score from McInerney. They lead by 2 points to 1. The wind just seemed to hammer that. It's, if anything, getting stronger. It's helping Clare in the first half and hindering Cork. Here come Clare again. That was Mark Rogers. Now it's David Reedy. All very tight in there for David Reedy. Flick of the wrist, and that's a really good point. He was under serious pressure, and it looked like he was being crowded out. But a really nice finish. Quilligan's puck out. Nicely cushioned by David Fitzgerald. Giant of a man, and Fitzgerald can score from all over Cusack Park in Ennis. He's got one from there. Absolutely brilliant. And Cork just not tight enough on him. Beautiful bit of skill to bring the ball under control from David Fitzgerald. And Cork in a little bit of difficulty. Sean Toomey, it's still early on though. Just at the end of the first quarter or beyond that, Sean Toomey being allowed to carry the ball a long way. Shane Kingston, they could walk in here. Patrick Horgan, goal for Cork. Well, that's just what they needed, because they've been a little off colour early on, but, well, the Clare defensive system really shut down there, and it was precise. It needed to be, as they worked the ball through the lines, and a lovely finish. Patrick Horgan gets the ball back in play, and again Clare look very open down the middle. Tommy O'Connell turns back in. O'Connell, what a fantastic goal from Tommy O'Connell. Well, Clare, one of the things you hear about this team, we saw it last year, they do concede big totals, and that time the defence looked really open. Tommy O'Connell, his run forward, he wasn't tracked. There was a slip in there which didn't help Quilligan in the Clare goal, but you know what, there could have been 3 goalkeepers in there and they wouldn't have saved it. An absolute rocket of a shot from Tommy O'Connell. Sean Wren likes to play around the middle of the park, and this is another shot on target and another score from Mark Rogers. Patrick Collins, and that one drops short. Patrick Horgan, well, got into the path of Shane Kingston, and Kingston has made space. He does that so well, but he's just able to ease himself away from his marker, and he was been tightly marked. Nice score from Shane Kingston. Shane Amori. Oh, there was a slip by the Cork defender in there, and David Reedy doesn't need a second invitation. Well, he found himself in a lot of space, and Clare have started this second half really well. So this is difficult for Mark Rogers, and it dropped well short. Owen Carey. Now there's a bit of a gap here for Sean O'Donoghue, and O'Donoghue, the Cork captain, trying to lead by example and succeeding too. Darrell Owen. Nicely done by Kieran Joyce. And Joyce passes halfway, lets it fly, and another score. So they've got 4 out of the last 5 have Cork. The scores have really dried up, and in dramatic fashion as Cork grow in confidence. They've taken over Conor Lehane to bring them back to within 2. Superb from Conor Lehane. Malone has Hogan and others in front of him. That's belted up towards Mark Rogers. Now Peter Duggan just couldn't bring it into his stride. David Fitzgerald. Duggan is to his right. Kieran Joyce trying to get the challenge in. Here's a brilliant ball in towards Shane Amori for Clare. Morey still going. Goal for Shane Amori. He came on at the start of the second half, Shane Amori, And speaking of big time and big game players, well, they were all involved here. Fitzgerald, what a pass in, great vision, great execution. Eibhear Quilligan with the puck out, and the referee has decided he's had enough, and Clare begin their campaign with a victory. They certainly had to work hard for it. Cork hung on in there, but neither manager will be getting too carried away with the result from Ennis today. A lot of hurling to be played in this Division 1 campaign, and Clare, well, they've won at home, beating Cork on a scoreline of 1 goal and 25 points to Cork's 2 goals and 19 points.